What is up, guys? FinalSight Gaming here today with another YouTube video. And in today's YouTube video, I'm going to be giving you another CSGO tutorial guide for beginners. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys all about your keybinds. So when you press R to reload, that's a keybind right there. Pressing F to visually inspect your weapon is a keybind as well. Although mine is actually set to Z because I use F for something else. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to be using these keybinds and why they are effective in game. So you know how you can cycle through your weapons by pressing your numbers up top, but one of the things most complained about is pressing 4 multiple times to switch. That's really annoying, and it can drastically kill you. Having to go up to a tunnel and possibly wanting to throw a flash down or a grenade, but having to cycle through to the correct one instead of being able to confidently press a key to know that you'll get your results correctly, is going to take up a lot of time and oftentimes get you killed if you haven't already. So I'm going to be telling you guys how to do this. So in my previous tutorial, I should have explained to you guys, not explained, but told you how to develop the developer console. Enable your developer console. And basically I'm going to be telling you how to bind your keys. And I think this is important mostly for the grenades. I actually bind my Q to my TeamSpeak so I can still play effectively and still be able to make my correct callouts. But I'll be just doing grenades. Basically, you can bind TeamSpeak on your own. I believe you can even do it from the menus if you don't feel confident to use the developer console. But the grenades have to be bounded manually. Well, let's do this. So first up, to find the bind of a key, simply type a bind and the key. So if I wanted to find out what W is bounded to, it's plus forward. If I want to find out what my Z key is bound to, it's plus look at weapon. If I want to find out what my G key is bound to, drop. So a lot of the binds in CSGO make sense, and only a few can be taken advantage of and or changed. Such as Q, I changed to TeamSpeak, and I reused, well, you can't do this bind from here, but I used Alt as my quick switch because I find it more practical than pressing Q, and plus my Q is my TeamSpeak, and it all works out for me. Q isn't actually like a key, I guess I could consider in the developer console, but if I wanted to do a spacebar, doesn't recognize spacebar. Okay, if I want to do F, you'll see that slot 7. So want to know what slot 7 is? Well, if I press F, it's flashbang. Each grenade has its own personal slot identification, and I'm telling you guys that right now. So let's get straight into this. Put bind, and then put F, and then put slot 7. And this is the most, and I use flash grenades the most, so that's why I have F as the most accessible key on the keyboard when I'm moving around. So once I type that in, it'll bind it. And now when I press F, flashbang comes out. Easy, right? Let's do this for the other ones. Bind C, and if you want to see what C is, it's slot 8, and this slot 8 is smoke grenade. So bind C slot 8. And now if I press C, my smoke grenade will come up. This is pretty easy, isn't it? Now, let's do another one. And I think there's only there's 4 grenades that I want to do. So, now let's do the high explosive damage grenade. So, bind. And for this one, I use X. I use my high explosive the least, because I'm not that good at those yet. I'm still working on my technique with those ones, but bind, and then the key is X that I use, and then slot 6. And now I keep on doing that command by accident. I press X, my high explosive grenade will come up. And I also have one last key bind for my grenades, and that is bind V, and then I have it 0 slot 0. Slot 0 is Incendiary / Molotov, but this is actually a casual server, and I'm not able to purchase 4 grenades here. But yeah, basically that's how you're going to be binding your grenades of this. If you like decoys, I personally don't, then you're not going to be using decoys in any special situations. So I don't think you really need a keybind for something like a decoy. But a flash grenade is something I failed that flash. It's something you definitely want. I don't know, maybe that flash will be useful if say someone's chasing me. I can literally throw that and then prepare for them. I don't know. I made a new flash, guys. Congratulations. Then my C smoke. Pressing X will bring up my grenade. These are really practical, and I personally find them useful in the game of CSGO. So again, if you want to do more keybinds, just find out the bind command and bind it to any key you want. I'll quickly go over my changed binds. Q is for TeamSpeak. I have Z for visual inspect of weapon. I already told you guys my grenade binds. I have Alt for quick switch. And that is pretty much all that I currently have changed in the game of CSGO for my keybinds. I use my number pad to switch. 5 is explosive device, if you're gonna know that. And basically, guys, I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. If you need to know a command, you can easily look it up in the description, in the internet, and you'll be able to find any command that you want and bind it yourself. This is FinalSight Gaming, and I'll see you next time.